Hey, this is Rick from Nefarious, and you're watching CMS TV. Keep it metal.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly, yeah, streaming. Red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Ow!
And welcome to Monday. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, Chris. How are you?
Hello, sir. Welcome back.
Thank you. I got a new microphone. Does this one actually work?
You're very boisterous today. Very boisterous.
Is it louder than the last microphone that I was using?
Well, it's louder than nothing. Yes.
Well, because it's kind of odd because after maybe, I don't know, forever, I realized that the microphone that I was using was not actually working.
That's funny.
You know, what's funny is that my wife was sitting in the car with me the other day because after we had talked about it, I said, I got to get something different, at least to hold me over till I get a better mic.
Right.
And so I got this thing that I got now, and it got good reviews and stuff, but
Sure.
Whatever. So I was talking to my wife, and she goes, "Don't you remember me telling you like 2 years ago that your microphone doesn't work and like Chris sounds way louder than you and nobody can hear you talk?" I was like, "No, I don't remember that." And then I said, "Well, maybe I thought that I just don't talk as loud as Chris does." And then you and I tried it, and I'm tapping on it, I'm hitting it, I'm punching with like a hammer, and nothing was actually happening. And so I got a different microphone, which I think is working apparently, right?
Sounds good. I'm like the worst one to ask though, because I really didn't notice the other one. I could hear you, so I was good.
Well, when I would listen back to it on the radio, I was like, "Wait a second." I'm like, I hear Chris like loud, and he sounds like he's in the room with me, and I hear me, and I sound like I'm yelling from one of these mountains behind me.
Nice. Well, you sound big and loud now, man. Big, bold sound.
Way louder now and perfectly clear, says Bob.
There you go. So there you go. Bob knows.
Yes. See? Look, it works. Yay! Problem is, it has like a mute button that's very sensitive.
Right.
And so if my chin hits it, like it goes off.
It goes quiet. Well, we're gonna have to get you. Will it work with a boom? Could you hook it to a boom?
I don't know. See, it's got like this weird bottom. It's like there's a hole in it.
Okay.
I don't know what that's for.
Is there a screw thing in the hole? Like, can you screw to the hole?
Let me stick my finger in a hole.
Yeah.
Maybe. I have no idea, dude. I mean, maybe something over here would fit. I have no clue.
I mean, because I've got boom stands over here. I've got 3 or 4 of them. So if you need one.
I may have to try something because I don't really want to hold it the entire show.
Well, like I said before, get out the duct tape.
Yeah, I'll do whatever we're going to do. Or I'll just got to get a bigger desk so it like sits high up and
Right.
you can just see
a bunch of books.
Yeah, you'll just see my mouth and eyes moving while I go to the show.
Molly's out of school now. Take all of her old school books and just stack them up. She ain't using them.
Now, this is concerning. That sounds better, but maybe a tad too loud. I don't know how to change that.
Oh, I can do that on this end, I think. Maybe. Oop, wrong button.
Oh,
Edit.
now I hit something. Now I don't see the screen anymore. Okay, there we go.
Let's try this. Let's see how you sound now. I just turned your mic down.
Hello. How's that? Is that any better?
I didn't notice it being bad the first time.
Okay, well, whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah.
And maybe it's clearer, then that's a good thing.
Yeah. There we go. Let's try that.
So, anyways, it's good to be back, kind of. Brian from Tennessee is listening. And let me tell you, my friend, Tennessee is an absolutely beautiful state. Gorgeous. Fantastic. Brian says that sounds better.
Okay.
You need the Bob Barker microphone. That would be nice. It's a beautiful state. I will say it's gorgeous. The mountains are beautiful. Everything is beautiful. But it is the most fucking expensive state that I've ever set foot into. Like, everything that we did cost $4,000.
Nice.
I mean, it was at least in the Pigeon Forge area and the Gatlinburg area.
Okay.
So expensive. I mean, crazy expensive. Like, the cheapest thing we did was Dollywood,
Right.
which is the amusement park. So we first get there and we go to Buc-ee's in Tennessee. You know what Buc-ee's is? Chris?
No. It's like I do know what it is. It's like a glorified Sheets, like Sheets Plus or something, right?
I wouldn't say glorified. I mean, we're talking like, I think the biggest Buc-ee's is in Texas, and it's some like 80-some thousand square feet.
Yeah.
And I think the one in Tennessee is just behind it, like 76,000 square feet. I mean, it's huge fucking place, man. And it might be one of the coolest places of all time, dude. Like,
Okay.
like it's a gas station, but you forget to actually get gas because you're inside buying souvenirs and shit. And like, the food is amazing. They got like a brisket station where they actually carve brisket and make sandwiches fresh and shit. And like, it's amazing. I mean, the first stop we made was actually in the Richmond, Kentucky Buc-ee's. We went to 2 over our vacation.
Okay.
And I walked out of the first Buc-ee's. We were on the road for like 4 hours. I was stopping at this fucking Buc-ee's. I walk out like, it was like $178. And again, that's not even no gas, dude. That's just food, souvenirs for people. It was just crazy.
That's funny.
And so then we went to the Tennessee Buc-ee's, and the line to get in was just outrageous. It took us literally almost 45 minutes to get from the road into the gas station area.
There's a line.
Oh, you have no idea, dude. Line.
I guess I don't.
Like a 45-minute line to get into the area where we could park our car. Now, thank God I had no leg, because every time we went to a Buc-ee's on this trip, we went like 3 times, I got like a front row spot because I'm handicapped. So
Right.
it really does come in handy sometimes to have no leg.
Well,
And
you
so-
gotta use that. You got to use it to your advantage.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, I loved it. And then the other thing is, I'll tell you what, man. I've never been on a trip like this before. I think my wife is still working, so I can say this. It's a holy shit. The amount of women that wear like spandex anymore is unbelievable. I mean, like, I'm sitting there taking pictures of like, mountains and stuff, and then pretending like I'm taking pictures of mountains, and I get like girls' asses all over the place, dude. I felt like one of those guys. But then I realized I'm not going to do that. My wife was standing right here. It's our anniversary week, so I decided not to take those pictures.
Should have taken them. Why not?
But the Buc-ee's were all fantastic. But then we actually get into like the Pigeon Forge area.
Yeah.
And it really is like a Vegas kind of place, man. I mean, no gambling there. Mm-hmm. But all the buildings are like huge. Like they have a Titanic museum, right?
Right.
The museum is built like the Titanic. It's a big giant, and I'm not lying when I say giant. It's a giant Titanic boat with the smokestacks and everything, with a big iceberg on the side of it. And like they even have water in front, like spewing, so it looks like the boat's moving. I mean, it's the most amazing buildings I've ever seen. Like a wax museum, they have like a Mount Rushmore of people, and like this big, and then a King Kong, on a building. I mean, they're massive places, and so I mean, it was truly, really an amazing place. And everywhere there's go-kart tracks, there's shit to do everywhere. Like you just can't. But the problem is everything costs a ton of money.
Right.
I mean, every one of those buildings is $40, $50 a ticket.
Wow.
I mean, and then they have like restaurants all peppered throughout the entire thing too. But they have like the same restaurants on either side of the street.
Right, sure.
Like you can't even go a mile. There's a Shoney's, and then you go a mile down. There's a Shoney's again on the other side of the street. Like they're all right. Everything is just.
Because you're in a tourist hub.
Tourist hub. That's the biggest tourist trap I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I mean, Vegas is a tourist trap, but not like this.
They took all your money, right?
All my money.
Yeah.
I owe more money than I ever thought I'd owe in my life.
That's nuts.
I swear at one point I was like, my side is on fire. And it wasn't because it was 9,000 degrees there.
Right.
It was because my credit card's actually lit on fire in my pocket.
So you'll be paying for this trip for the next 5 years?
I'm hoping to at least get it somewhat paid off so I can take another vacation next year. I told my wife, I was like, now we have to move. Because we have to sell our house, buy something a lot smaller, and to pay off our credit cards from this trip. Right. So we went to Gatlinburg. It's really nice, up a mountain, right? Mm-hmm. It's gorgeous to drive into Gatlinburg, but you get there, and again, every shop is just, you can get a caricature, you can get souvenirs, this, that. It's just one big tourist trap again.
Right.
And so my wife wanted to walk across this bridge at the top of another mountain, right?
Okay.
I wasn't going to do it because I got one leg, dude. And she had to take a ski lift to get up to this bridge.
Right.
So she had to get on a ski lift, which is already halfway up a mountain. And then you get on a ski lift, you take it up even further to the top of another mountain. And then there's this bridge, sky bridge, that you can walk across. And like some of the bridge is like glass, so you can see like what you're walking over, this gap that you're walking over in the mountains. I mean, it's great, nice little walk, whatever.
Sure.
Just for her to go up, it was $65.
Fuck that.
Not to buy anything, to walk across a bridge.
Yeah. No, I mean, not me.
And it's not like you walk across the bridge and get a T-shirt for walking across, man. It's $65 just to take the ski lift up, walk across it, and then take the ski lift back down.
It's a toll booth.
it was crazy. But that's the kind of stuff that was everywhere. I mean, everywhere. I mean, if you wanted to go see a dinner show, right? Just a dinner and a show kind of thing. Mm-hmm. For two of us to go, it was like $205.
Good Lord.
And you're not getting filet mignon. You're getting fried chicken and corn on the cob, dude.
Yeah, you're getting chicken from a buffet.
And it's not like you're on Broadway seeing a show. You're watching some guys that are the feuding Hatfield and McCoys, dude, for around $200.
Nice.
But, I mean, the whole thing was kind of cool. I mean, the whole, like, it was kind of a cool setup watching everything. We stayed at a Margaritaville hotel.
Okay. How's that?
And right behind us was this thing called the Island, and, like, it had, like, or attached to us was, like, this thing called the Island. And they had, like, rides and shops and restaurants and all that kind of crap. And so it was nice. But me, I spent most of my time sitting on a fucking bench watching my wife shop. Because it was just too much walking for me.
Right.
And then, of course, we picked the one time to go on vacation when literally the heat wave of all heat waves hits. The heat index is 195. And so I'm sitting there sweating through my shirt. All you see is boob sweat while I'm sitting on a bench because I can't walk anywhere. And my wife is out there spending money, and I've got no idea what she's buying. But it was a good time. I mean, all in all, without the exception of all the money, it was a lot of fun.
Right.
We went to 3 restaurants and actually ate at them. A lot of times we like to just take our food, go back to the hotel, and sit in the air conditioner. And that was kind of nice. But we went to Guy Fieri's thing. It was like Flavortown.
Yeah. Uh huh.
And they got like a bowling alley and stuff inside, and it was good, but the food was like average at best. And you spend $70 on 2 sandwiches and some wings. It was okay. And then my stupid ass, I'm sitting there going, we barely cook around this house because we're always working.
Sure.
And I just recently, like a couple months ago, I already have like pots and pans, and I bought a cooking set of like Hell's Kitchen ware. Because I saw it at Big Lots on sale for like $60 or something, so I had to have it.
Why would you buy that when you don't cook?
Because I'm a Hell's Kitchen fan.
So
I had to buy it. It was on sale too. How do you not buy it? It was like usually like $120 on sale for like $60, so I bought it. And so now we're sitting at Guy Fieri's place, right? And he's got, of course, a giant gift shop. And I see a giant cooking set, 10-piece cooking set. And usually $90 on sale for $39.99. So my wife was carrying a big ass cooking set out of that building when we left there.
Are you kidding? You bought a second cooking set.
Yes, and I have 3 cooking sets.
Cook.
I have 3 cooking sets now. One a regular one a Hell's Kitchen one a Guy Fieri one.
Why don't you just keep those keep them in the box so that you can re-gift them as a wedding gift or something when you get invited to a wedding.
No, I mean, my problem is, I already took everything out of the box, and, so I have all these cooking pots and pans, spread out across the kitchen, so that way you see that it's Guy Fieri and Hell's Kitchen.
That way people can see that you have cookware as you're ordering DoorDash.
Yes. I don't order DoorDash, but we'll bring it home. But so there's now 20 pieces of cookware just, laid out in my kitchen. So you can see one side says Guy Fieri, the other one says Hell's Kitchen. I mean, so it's like
it's wonderful.
And then I got 6 sauces because I got to have the sauces that he has, right?
You bought sauce.
I bought 6.
You don't eat shit. I
bought a bacon ranch sauce, which sounds really good. A top secret sauce. I don't know what it tastes like, but I got it.
You won't taste it either.
Probably not. It's going to sit there.
God damn, dude.
I have that set. Is it red? Yes, it is. The Hell's Kitchen one is red. The Guy Fieri. Well, Guy Fieri's I got in black. It also came in red, but I got the black and the Guy Fieri because I already had Hell's Kitchen red. So. You just got back from vacation too, Joe. Your pictures look nice. When is the party? You need to do some cooking. We should do
forever on that, Joe.
Seth the Chef show.
Joe, you're more likely to be making a flag with the 51st state of Canada on it before Seth will actually cook.
Spending the money for nothing. It's not for nothing. It's souvenirs from my trip.
It's for nothing. You are going to put that in a closet somewhere.
I got married in Gatlinburg. Fuck that place. I like it. It was nice. It's just expensive.
Oh, I got a feeling that has more to do with who he married than the place.
Maybe.
Welcome to the ultimate experience for hard rock and heavy metal fans. Introducing the CMS Locals VIP app, your #1 destination for all things on the CMS network. Dive into the classic metal show, Chris Akey Presents, Seth Williams Show, and more, all in one place. It's free to get started or elevate your experience with a subscription for just $4.99 a month. Go commercial free, get advanced releases, and enjoy exclusive bonus episodes. Plus, it's the prime spot to chat with like-minded fans who love raw, uncensored commentary. Are you ready to rock? Download from your iOS or Android store, search for the CMS Network, and join the community now. It's free, it's easy, and it's the best way to keep our shows with you every single day. Install the Locals.com app today and follow the CMS Network.
This dude has a nerve to bitch about a nickel off burger because he wants to hold the onions. Look, I'm still right on that.
That is a good point.
No, I'm still right on it. Look, I was on vacation. I don't spend money around here. I spent too much money on credit cards, which is dumb of me, but I did what I did. Like, so up in Gatlinburg, too, right? They have, like, the old smoky distillery.
Right.
And so I had to go check that out. Now, I haven't drank really in 3 years.
Okay.
I think I've had 8 beer in 3 years since the accident.
Okay.
Or my leg got cut off, I should say. And so I walk into this distillery, right? And they have literally walls and walls of moonshine. Just walls of moonshine. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, all right, fuck this. I'm going to get a souvenir of some moonshine.
Right.
And so I get 3 bottles of the moonshine that I thought looked good. And the flavors that I wanted to try, whatever. And it's not like super duper strong moonshine.
Okay.
But it's like flavored, whatever. And it comes in these nice mason jars and stuff. And I'm like, all right, sweet. So I go up, and they're like literally like $30 a bottle. So.
Okay.
And my wife wanted a shirt, and we wanted a magnet because we collect magnets for stuff. So I go up, and the girl goes, if you buy 2 more bottles, you'll get a 3rd one free. You'll get this sample set free, and we'll give you a cooler to put all your bottles in. I'm like, fuck, dude. How can I pass on that deal? So now I have 6 bottles of moonshine, a sample set, a shirt, a magnet, and she goes, I'll even throw in a discount for you.
Ooh.
So, I mean, she sold me, dude. She was a good salesperson. She was kind of hot, too, which made me want to buy stuff. And so I get the bill, I'm like standing there with my credit card, and she goes, yeah, that'll be $196.84. I was like, excuse me? All right, here you go.
Why didn't you walk away and say, look, I don't even drink. I'm not taking this.
But now it lines the counter in my kitchen.
So?
Behind the cookware, so you could see the pretty colors of the moonshine.
Dude, I could have bought you a $3 box of markers and a piece of paper, and you could have put pretty colors behind the cookware. What are you doing?
And then we get home. Well, that's how where it ends with the moonshine. We get home, and my wife goes, you know what? We really should have bought that one flavor. I was like, which one? It was butter pecan. I was like, okay. So then I go to the fucking website.
Yeah.
And I buy her the bottle of butter pecan, and then I see while I'm on the website that they have white lightning moonshine, which is like 110 proof, and this stuff is going to fuck you up. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I got to get that one too. So now I have bottles of moonshine being delivered to the house.
So you bought higher proof moonshine to sit on your counter and never be drank.
Well, I have to drink it.
How did you not drink some of it when you were on vacation?
We did. We had one of the we drank half a bottle of the cherry moonshine, which is delicious.
Did it fuck you
delicious? Up? I mean, look, I haven't drank in 3 years. I mean, when it went down like smooth, and you felt the inside start to warm up a little bit, especially in the air conditioning of that hotel. I had sets of snow in that hotel room, and so yeah, I mean, it felt good, but. I got moonshine to last me for like ever. I'm looking at how long does moonshine last because I don't really get it to go bad, and it says it'll last for a while. So
I didn't know it did go bad. I had no idea. I would have thought the alcohol.
Seth must be a millionaire. Fuck, I wish, dude. I spent money I didn't have because I was on vacation.
That's why what do you want from me? On vacation because I just can't give my money to stupid shit like this.
But everything is jacked up there too. I mean. when we went to probably the cheapest place we went was Dollywood. But we went to Fuddruckers. Remember Fuddruckers? We used to have them around here.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not an expensive joint.
Right.
I got a burger and a side of onion rings. My wife got chicken tenders, right?
Mm-hmm.
$48, dude. We didn't even know that going in. It's not like we went out for an expensive meal. It was $48 for a burger and some chicken tenders.
That's actually not terrible when you think about it.
My wife was pissed.
$50 for 2 meals? That ain't bad.
So we went to Dollywood, and I got this. I had to get a fucking cart because everything's on like a hill in Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, and man, which sucks, dude. But I got this cart, and it was embarrassing as shit.
Why?
And we get there. One, they put this handicap lot 8 miles from where the entrance is. I mean, you'd think like the handicap lot would be like right next to where the fucking door is, so you could just walk and get there. No, it's like 8 miles from the door.
That's good.
And so I'm hobbling my fat ass in the heat all the way to this hut outside the door to try to get a scooter. Right. And I get there, she's like, I don't think we have any. I was like, what do you mean? I think you're going to have to go to the one inside the park, and it's a bit of a walk to get to. I was like, I'm not going in. And she looks.
Send someone to get it for you?
Well, that's what I said. And she looks, and she's like, all right, we have one, but it's got like a shade over top of it.
Oh,
so, well, I mean, that doesn't bother me to have shade. But she's like, that's an extra $20. I was like, wait a second. So get a fucking plastic thing over top of my head is an extra $20? So now this scooter that you don't get reimbursed for, I need it because I'm not just, look, I may be fat, but I'm not like the guys that were using it at the park that were just big fat asses that didn't want to walk around the park. Right. I have one fucking leg, and it hurts to walk up hills especially. And so I need this damn thing. And so it's $60 for one without the shade, $80 for one with the shade.
Nice.
So just to get a cart to wheel my ass around the park, it's $80 to get a cart. And then, of course, the tickets, my wife had AAA, and so she, you can get a discount with AAA.
Hit the button.
You can't get the discount for AAA at the counter. And so she had to, use her app. Without the discount, it was like $206 to walk in for the two of us.
Right.
With her app, it's like $160. So it wasn't really that bad. I mean, for $150. So it was like a $50 savings, which is fine. I was happy about that. But my wife put in a wrong card number. We literally sat outside the fucking entrance to Dollywood for like 35 minutes waiting for her to get this fucking app to work so we can get tickets to walk in. But just to walk through the door with the cart and the tickets were over $200. But we didn't eat there, but the prices to eat weren't really that bad. And souvenir prices weren't terrible. I got my daughter like a sweatshirt and stuff. And they do have one good thing. I think it was $25 for the two of us. We each got a souvenir cup kind of thing.
Okay.
But you can refill your drink the entire day at the park.
All right.
So $25 for the two of us, $12.50 a piece, whatever, for this cup, and you can refill it everywhere in the park. You just get free pop, which is great. So that was actually worth the deal.
So you could lose your other leg.
Well, it's Diet Pop.
Oh, all right.
But we did buy 2 loaves of the cinnamon bread, which is supposedly famous over there, which also costs $35 to get. That will cause another leg loss. I love the world's largest knife store out there. Yeah, I saw that. I didn't go in. But they actually had, you know how hot it was.
Right.
They had dudes out there forging knives in the flames in the middle of the heat out there. It was crazy, but it was a pretty cool place.
Right. Just seems very pricey. Everything you're saying sounds very pricey to me. It's like, ugh, I watch that shit on YouTube for free. I'm not hearing one benefit to going.
This trip is more expensive than going to the Alps. I'm telling you right now, our trip to Disney costs less than the trip to Tennessee.
Sounds like it. I mean,
it's crazy.
How much less would it have cost if you hadn't bought all that useless shit, though?
But useless shit, What do you do on vacation? You don't buy stuff when you go on vacation?
Not
That's part
dumb
of the fun of going on
stuff like
vacation.
cookware if I don't cook.
Okay, look, I'm ginormous. All right, so like,
Oh, and I'm not?
Look, I'm making a point. My wife was able to go and buy T-shirts for like $20 to show. Oh, hey, look, I was here, and you got like cool
Sure.
shit to say, and that's fine. And again, we collect magnets to put on the fridge, and I know it sounds gay, it is, whatever, but magnets are like $6, so it's not that big of a deal. And for her, again, getting a couple of T-shirts ain't that bad because she's not like a fat slob like me, and so she can buy something, a good size, and they don't charge extra for her size like they do for me. And
Right.
most of the places even have sizes for me. So I mean, but I got to get something.
How about a hat?
When do I wear hats?
When do you cook? You don't, but you bought cookware.
But I can look at it.
You can look at a hat.
You got to leave the hat sitting on the counter somewhere.
I guarantee you a hat would have cost a hell of a lot less than a fucking cooking set that you're never going to use.
Seth just walking down the midway looking at all the shiny gadgets. That's what I do. That's my entire life is that. I am that asshole that, as seen on TV commercials, are made for. Because I see something and go, yep, gotta have that.
The people in them stores see you and they just start rubbing their hands together.
They do.
Here he comes. Here he comes. How much can we take? Oh, this guy doesn't drink. I bet I can get $200 out of him on alcohol.
Yes.
He doesn't cook? Give me $100.
Well, that's my life, though. I mean, that's what I kind of do. I look, I'm not saying that I'm smart. Never said that. I'm an idiot. I'm a sucker, and I'm an idiot.
It's a good thing you didn't see a $500 pair of Gatlinburg running shoes. You'd probably bought that too.
I was actually going to go into, they had a boot and cowboy hat store, and I was going to go in because I thought it'd be cool, maybe to buy a nice cowboy hat or something like that.
Now, wait a minute. You just said you couldn't buy a hat. Now you were going to buy a cowboy hat.
Yeah, but you're talking about like buying like a trucker hat or something like that. I'm not, it says Tennessee on it. I'm not going to do that.
Oh, but a cowboy hat, that has...
I thought about a cowboy hat, but then I
For what
stayed away
purpose?
I don't know. Maybe I'd wear a cowboy hat around here. I don't know. I could, when I was driving by the store, I said I could see myself wearing a cowboy hat.
Have you ever worn a cowboy hat?
I've never thought about it until I saw the store that said cowboy hats. And I was like, that sounds like a really good fucking idea. Like an authentic cowboy hat from Tennessee would be like pretty cool.
Have you ever... I hate to be the asshole here, but I got to be the asshole here.
Well, go ahead.
Have you ever even seen a person in Cleveland wearing a cowboy hat?
No.
But you're going to buy a cowboy hat.
But I would buy one that more looks like an Indiana Jones kind of hat. But I mean, like, it would be cool. And like, maybe I'm a trendsetter. I don't know what I would do with it. But I saw the store and I was like, I got to go there. But luckily, we did not get there. Look. And these places are meant for me. Like, look, there's literally like a 3-mile strip where all this stuff is at in Pigeon Forge.
Right.
And so they had this fucking sign on, like one of these stores, right? It said live alligators.
Right.
I was like, oh, fuck, dude, I want to see a live alligator. We go into this place, right? It says live alligator. It's got a big statue of an alligator outside. You go in, it's just a souvenir shop. Everything is $10 and under. No fucking live alligators there. It said live alligators on the fucking store. So I had to go in. And of course then I'm sucked in. I got to buy something.
Why? They bait and switched you.
Yeah, but I still,
You
dude, it was
gave them money.
because they had cool shit.
But they still bait and switched you into
But
the
see,
store.
and then the fucked up thing is that I didn't learn my lesson from that because the other side of the store said live sharks. And I was like, dude, how do they get fucking live sharks in this fucking place? I was like, I got to see this. And walk in there again. No live sharks. It's just fucking souvenirs all over the place. $10 and under, though.
So you gave them at least $20, $30.
Oh, like 60,
60.
70. Yeah, because I had to get...
Store that bait and
Well-
switched you.
Because I got deals because everything was $10 and under.
Dude, if you went into a store that said every kind of candy in the world and all they had was carrots, would you buy carrots?
Well, probably not.
That's what I'm saying.
But it wasn't carrots. It was stuff that I think I could...
Like what? A
Use.
plastic shark?
Magnets, stuff.
God damn, dude. I'm getting the vibe that you made this $3,000 vacation about $8,000.
Did you go to Ripley's, believe it or not? There's so many Ripley's things down there, man. Ripley's, believe it or not, aquarium, Ripley's, believe it or not, whatever, all this shit, dude. And we didn't go to one of them because they're all like $8 million, and I already spent enough at the live shark place. And so there's stuff that we definitely did not go do that I wanted to. Right. Plus, I maybe should have thought this out a little bit better, but like Gatlinburg and these places are all on fucking hills and mountains, and I can't walk. So it was really difficult to get around.
Is that why you didn't go somewhere with a beach? Because you didn't think you could do the walking on the sand?
On the sand. And now I realize that probably would have been a better idea than a fucking mountain.
Right. Although you really couldn't get a cart, though, to get around even on the,
Well,
with the sand.
like, I did look up, like, in Gatlinburg, they do have places that will give you carts. But again, it's like $90 bucks to just rent a fucking scooter to drive around to what? Buy more shit. We went up on a tram.
Yeah.
Like, they call it a tram. More like a cable car kind of thing. Right. And it goes from like downtown Gatlinburg area all the way up this fucking big, huge mountain.
Okay.
And I sent the video to you. I don't know if you ever watched it or not, but
it's on Mines.
So it's just me, and the video that I put up is on Mines. Mm-hmm. The video I was saying was just like I'm literally taking a selfie video of me like sitting in this fucking cable car that's going up and down a mountain. And when we went up, they packed this thing with like 60-some people, dude. So, like, you're smelling nasty shit, like...
And it's hot.
It's hot, and it's fucking crazy. But then on the way down, there's like 6 of us, and it was nice. But even that, it was like... I think like $60 a person just to go up a fucking car. And down, dude. Like... It was just crazy amount of money.
They saw you coming and just took every dollar they could out of you.
Next time, stay at the casino in Cherokee, North Carolina. Well, let me tell you about that. So we decided, when we were on that cable car, we heard that there's a casino in Cherokee, North Carolina.
Okay.
And so we're like, fuck it, let's go.
Sure.
Because we didn't have anything to do the next day that we had planned anyways. And so we hopped in the car. The only way to get to this fucking place is going through Gatlinburg and then literally up a ginormous mountain and then down it.
Right.
And it's all windy. Like everything is windy.
Okay.
And hilly. I mean, at one point we couldn't see anything because like there was like clouds around us and shit. We were up that high. And we're driving this fucking... You see people on like... And they're like campers. They got like SUVs. They got Jeeps and all this kind of shit. They actually sell or rent off-road vehicles to take these trails and stuff. Mm-hmm. And there's me and my wife in a fucking Nissan Sentra trying to navigate a fucking mountain. All these windy turns and everything else. But we're gonna make it. So we get going, and like it's literally like 35 miles from Gatlinburg to get to this casino. Which would, 35 miles, if we're going 60, would take you like an hour, less than an hour. Half hour, yeah. And to get there from Gatlinburg is an hour and 20 minutes.
Nice.
Of driving up this mountain and then down the mountain. But we did it, and I'll tell you what, I've never seen scenery like that before in my life. And when they had like clearing spots where you could like pull over and take pictures and shit, and there was a lot of people doing it. There were actually some crazy fucks that were literally biking this mountain. So, I mean, I wanted to hit them because they're just stupid.
Was one of them Greg?
Yeah, I think Greg Mack was one of the guys. On a fucking bike going through a mountain.
Right.
But we made it down through, and then you get to this fucking Indian village.
Okay.
And Cherokee, whatever it is, Cherokee, North Carolina. And, hotels and shit. Some of them look like teepees and got some, but and then like all these Indian like gift shops and stuff, which we spent more money there because you had to buy something in the Indian places.
Had to.
And then, so we get to the casino, And I get there and I realize that, dude, parking in the parking garage is just going to be a pain in the dick for me. So then we had to valet the thing, the car. So that was another $30 to valet the damn car. And then we go in, and I notice that they have like a food court there, right?
Okay.
And it's fucking Gordon Ramsay's food court.
Oh, so everything's triple the price.
But I had to eat there. I'm a huge Hell's Kitchen fan, dude. How can I not eat at the Gordon Ramsay food court,
I
dude?
cannot figure this out. You don't eat anything. Nothing. You eat so vanilla, it is crazy. But you're a Hell's Kitchen fan and a Gordon Ramsay fan and a cooking show fan.
I watch nothing but cooking shows at night, dude. I
But
fall
why?
asleep sometimes watching the Food Network.
You are probably, and correct me if I'm wrong, chat room, please tell me I'm a stupid fuck. You are probably the only person that watches those shows and doesn't go, man, I'd love to have that. I got to make that myself. Every other person that's a cooking show fan wants to taste what they're looking at. You look at it and go, yeah, I would never eat that. It has a tomato in it.
Yeah, but like I want risotto. I see risotto on like Hell's Kitchen all the time, and I want it, but I've never made it. I don't know how to make it. I don't think I'd try to make it, but I want it.
So
But yeah, I mean, I like
where to make it.
I do, which is exciting. Maybe I'll try it sometime. I'll use my Hell's Kitchen cookware set to make risotto.
Sure. What is there more of on your grill, rust or grease?
I've used it one time. I bought a grill. I needed a grill for like years. I wanted a grill so bad. I spent like hundreds of dollars on a grill, and I was like, yeah. And I've used it one time. Last night, I went outside and I checked it, and like fucking, there's like an ant colony that lives inside of it.
Man. Hey, it's Chris Aiken from the Classic Metal Show, Chris Aiken Presents, and the Seth Williams Show, straight from the uncensored heart of the CMS network. We've just been crowned a certified Rumble creator, and that means we're bringing the heat. All our shows, commercial-free, baby. Advanced episode drops, sometimes months before the normal release, so you're not stuck waiting. You'll get all this plus exclusive content for Rumble Premium subscribers that'll blow your mind. And with Rumble Premium, you'll get every CMS Network show and all of Rumble's other videos with no ads and no fluff. This is our official home, Rumble. It's raw, powerful, and unfiltered. You want in? Just hit us up at rumble.com/register/classic metal show to sign up for free commenting, chat live, and just your ability to join the chaos of all of our shows. Then while you're there, swing by any of our videos, smash that Rumble Premium button, and level up. Subscribe now. Don't sleep on this. Hit the link in the description. You do throw it around. Like
Cody talks about Cutthroat Kitchen. I watch that show. Love that show.
But don't try any of the food.
Well, nobody makes it for me. So anyways, I had to try the Gordon Ramsay fucking food court thing. And they did have a burger place in there.
All right.
So I got like a double smash burger, whatever. Hell's, and then with truffle fries. I've never tried truffle fries before.
Okay.
And they were great. And like he has his fish and chips restaurant there too, which I've tried. I tried it in Orlando, which is great. Good place. But again, man, it ain't exactly the cheapest of places to eat. I mean, there's a Burger King across the street, but I wasn't going to go there. I got Hell's Kitchen to go to.
Right.
But it was great. And then, all right, so here's the great news. Good news on my trip.
Okay.
We decided we're going to play some slots or whatever, and so my wife took out like $80 because when it comes to gambling, we're really bad. We'll spend money on Hell's Kitchen cookware or whatever, but not when we gamble. We don't like to gamble.
Right.
I like to buy stuff at least I have to look at. I don't want to just waste money.
No wasting money that you described so far.
Shut up. And so we sit down and like it wasn't even 35. Like I'm talking maybe I'm going to exaggerate. I don't want to exaggerate. Maybe 3.5 minutes, and my wife looks at me. She goes, "All right, I'm $20 down." I'm like, "Dude, it's been like 3 minutes. What the hell are you doing?" she likes playing penny slots. I was like, okay, well, you actually spend more when you play penny slots than when you actually play like a quarter or something like that. But whatever. So I'm at the machine next to her, and I'm playing a penny slots. I put my 20 in, and 2 spins in, I fucking hit something, and I end up winning like $89, dude.
Nice.
So I stopped immediately and took my $89, took the rest of the money we had, and we said, all right, we're fucking getting out of here. Which paid for then the meal and our valet.
Or
So see,
the
I spent
alcohol you
nothing.
won't drink and the pans that you won't use.
Well, none of that. That's a lot more money. But
Oh my God.
if you wanted plain risotto and not mushroom risotto, would you expect to pay less? Of course. If I asked for the risotto without mushrooms, I expect my bill to be less.
Yeah, that way you can buy something that you will never use.
I believe the Mines subscription is going up in price. It is now $14.99 for Mines, if you want to check that out.
After this trip, it's $89.99.
And then here I am, a sucker too. I like blackjack, craps, and Texas Hold'em tournaments. We'll play roulette if I'm drunk. They had table games there, right?
Right.
But then they had, here's how Seth works. They had a video blackjack table, right?
Okay.
And the only reason I went over to it is because the video screen like has a girl on it, and her boobs are like almost hanging out, dude. And I didn't want to leave the table. I lost literally $25 more because it was a hot chick that I was staring at. And she's like, do you want to play blackjack with me? And I'm like, well, yes, I do. My wife was off doing something else. I'm like, I'm going to sit and watch this bitch for the next like 25 minutes. I'm going to sit here until my money is gone or I win big. I lost it. But she was hot, dude. I took a picture of her. I have a picture on my phone of the video blackjack girl on the screen.
Guess they don't have Pornhub there, do they?
Oh, that's weird. That's weird they asked that. So my wife was on the Sky Bridge, right?
Uh-huh.
And like, dude, I've been looking at hot chicks for a couple of days, all over the fucking place, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, all right, I got some alone time in the car here, and wife ain't gonna be back for like an hour. She's on this fucking Sky Bridge, costs $65 to go up a mountain.
Right. Sure.
I'm gonna just take some time and check out my phone for a little bit, and I go to Pornhub, right?
Okay.
And immediately a message flashes up. I'm sorry, you cannot access this site in this state.
Oh no, that's right.
They have like blockers on it in Tennessee, and you had to like verify this and verify that just to look at fucking porn, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It was crazy. I almost called you. I said I had to call Chris and tell him that I can't look at porn.
Texted me. I know all the places. I could have hooked you up with some other places. Go to xhamster.ck or CA or whatever. There's other places.
My wife got back to the car and I said, yeah, you know, I was running an experiment because I heard about Tennessee and apparently I can't watch porn here. But I thought that was kind of crazy, dude. You can't just log on. But I mean, I guess I get it.
Why? What is there that is so against everything we stand for?
Well, do you want kids watching porn?
Sure. Why not? Why not? Make them make people validate. Make you have a login account. There's no way that anywhere in this country you should be banned from something that's completely harmless and illegal and legal. It's ridiculous. Your mic's off.
Yep. No Pornhub or My Free Cams or Chatterbait. I don't know what any of those sites are. I'm sorry.
Well, Xvideos is where you go. See, gotta go to Xvids, xvideos.com. That's always the best site anyway.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, I know. I definitely know what I'm talking about. Especially in that heat. I'd have been watching boat videos all day long.
You gotta put your driver's license on the porn sites. That's crazy. But all in all, I think it was a good trip. I mean, we had a lot of fun.
That's cool.
I'm trying to think if anything like cool happened. I don't think. I mean,
I can't wait to hear how you never use that cookware.
I'm going to use it. I'm going to surprise
No,
you.
you're not.
I'm going to use all of it.
You will not use any of it. No chance.
The best meal we had, there was at Paula Dean's restaurant.
Okay.
Remember her?
Yeah.
Paula Dean, I think she got fired from like the Food Network for supposedly being racist or something.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, man. Like, it was at that same island place with all the rides and shops and shit. And so we
Right.
made a reservation and we went there. And like downstairs is like a big gift shop kind of crap. And then, which I did not buy anything, oh, by the way. This might be the one gift shop I did not buy shit at. But then when your table's ready, you go upstairs. And so
Right.
we went upstairs and our table is literally up against the glass overlooking this fountain and the island with all the rides and everything. It was super cool, like seating. And they do everything family style.
Okay.
So you get we ordered, for what we got, it was $49, $50 for the two
Okay.
of us. You get 2 entrees and then 4 side dishes and a basket of these garlic biscuits, which were fantastic.
All right.
But so we got like an entree of fried chicken, entree of meatloaf, which came with like fried onions and stuff on it, mashed potatoes, green, she got broccoli casserole, corn on the cob, and mac and cheese.
Okay.
And then when you're done with whatever, they refill it for nothing.
Okay.
So for $50, you can eat as much as you want of this shit. And, it was good. It was really good. It's an education. What do you want? She'll be fine.
There's no need for jobs anyway. AI's taking them all anyway.
Yeah.
So who gives a shit?
She'll be all right.
Yeah.
Well, she's still going to Tennessee. And
No, Cincy.
oh, yeah, that's right, Cincy. I wish she was going to Tennessee. But, yeah, she's still going to Cincinnati. And she'll be all right. Look, we didn't spend it. Look, as
How
far
much
as
do
I'm
you think you
concerned,
spent?
credit cards are free money, dude.
How much do you think you spent?
All right, you want me to be honest?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to try to be honest here.
Just
There's
roughly.
$1,000 for the hotel, plus $200 for the hotel because we didn't drive the entire way going down, so we stayed at a hotel going down there.
Okay.
Kentucky, that was $200. So $1,200 just on rooms.
Okay.
And then $200 for the alcohol, $14. I'm guessing all in all 3.
That's not too bad for a week.
No, we were going for an entire week.
That's not the worst, but still.
And again, everything just is so expensive. I mean, really, really expensive. And so, I mean, unless you wanted to just sit in your fucking hotel room and do nothing, it's expensive.
Yeah, but buying a plastic shark in a store is not like.
I didn't buy a plastic shark.
What'd you buy in the shark store?
I bought just a couple magnets and like a T-shirt. I mean, it wasn't for me.
And they were $196.
I didn't say it's $196. I said like $60 for.
$60 for,
yeah, 2
for a
places.
shark, and what was the
Well, I
other
bought like
animal
3
they said
things
was
in
in
one
there?
store and 1 thing in the alligator store.
So the alligator store that wasn't and the shark store that wasn't, you spent $60 on magnets.
Between the 2.
On magnets.
And a couple of T-shirts and stuff.
All right.
Hey, come on, dude. I mean, it's not like we went crazy. I mean, the biggest part about probably the most expensive stuff that we did, was, other than the moonshine, was just food. Because there's nowhere, unless you want to eat a fucking Hardee's or you want to go to McDonald's and stuff, it's just expensive to fucking eat.
Dude, wait, hold on. I have not given you any shit at all about going to any of the restaurants to eat.
Yeah.
I'm giving
No.
you shit about all the stupid shit that you fucking bought.
I get that.
Magnets and cookware
But
and
I
a
mean,
cowboy hat that you were eyeing up.
I didn't buy the cowboy hat.
Oh, such restraint.
Amen. See? But we did go to the Trump store.
I can't believe you didn't go broke in there.
I got 2 T-shirts there for me, and I think that ended up being close to $70, dude, because the extra, like the bigger sizes are more money, obviously. But I did get a few things there. God, I am an idiot sometimes, though, because I bought some shirts, which I like, and I'll wear the shirts. I don't mind those.
Right.
I'll tell you what, they're fucking MAGA people down in that country. Holy shit.
Bet.
There's like 5 or 6 of these Trump stores.
Wow.
And the shirts that I got, I like. I got a MAGA shirt. I got one that says, Jesus is my savior, Trump is my president, and stuff like that. Some, whatever. And of course, we got a magnet there and crap, and my wife got a shirt and stuff. But then I bought a keychain for like $10, dude.
Okay.
And it says MAGA on it.
Right.
And I get out of the store and I realize I don't have keys, dude. Like, I don't actually have a set of keys. Like, we have house keys, but my wife has them in her purse, and I don't have any keys. And then I don't have any keys for my car. I literally have no keys. I bought a fucking keychain for $10.
Well, you can put your imaginary key to the box that holds the cookware that you're never going to use. It's perfect.
So I'm an asshole sometimes, without a doubt. But it is, dude. The Trump guy, the Trump store guy,
Yeah.
is... Look, I'm a stereotype guy. I mean, I won't make fun of stereotypes all day long because usually with stereotypes, there's something true about them.
Sure.
And so people will call me racist. But no, there's just truth to some stereotypes. It's just the way it is.
Right.
This guy is your stereotypical fucking Trump guy. When you think Trump supporter, you think this fuck. Like, we're talking, he was like this older guy, probably like early 60s.
Right.
And kind of like got that beer belly. Looks like he's been sitting on his porch all day drinking that moonshine that I bought.
Got a truck
And then-
out in the parking lot that he bought in
Oh,
1988.
yeah. Yes.
600,000 miles on it.
And like he's fucking just like he's probably got like 8 guns beneath the counter of this fucking store. Which is he just looks like that kind of guy, dude.
Right.
And like all of his statues and everything say no pictures on it. You're not allowed to take pictures like the Trump mannequins and whatever.
Okay.
But because I bought something, he let me take pictures with it. He's like, I'll do one better for you. He's got this hillbilly accent. He's like, and he puts on a Trump mask and comes out and takes a picture with me. Like, he was a crazy fucking old dude, but it was cool. But typical Trump, what you think of a Trump supporter.
Hey, man, you want to take a picture with the president? I'll give you the next best thing. Come on over here, one leg. Let's get that shit taken.
Seth immediately added Trump store guy to Facebook. Yes, you can actually see Trump store guy on my Facebook page wearing his Trump mask. If you go to my page, it's one of the first posts that I made on a vacation. I think it was the second post I made on vacation. But the store is great, and I'll tell you what, it was busy as fuck. But again, you want to know Trump supporters? We had to go back because I wanted another shirt.
Right.
And we walk in, and there's this fucking redneck kid, man. He must have been 19, 20 years old. And he's got no shirt on. He's got flip-flops on. He's in a store, dude. No shirt, flip-flops, camouflage shorts on. And his girlfriend is there. She's a little pudgy, but not fat, but a little pudgy. And she's wearing nothing but a fucking bikini on. She's wearing bikini and no shoes. So she's shoeless, wearing a bikini, and they're walking around the Trump store. And, like, again, just your typical fucking Tennessee Trump supporter. It was great. And the guy that was running the Trump store goes, there he is.
There you are, taking a picture with the president.
No, it's a fucked up mask. It didn't look like Trump. I don't know what. He looks like he's going to rob a fucking bank.
Yeah, I was going to say, that doesn't really look like Trump, and the hair doesn't work.
No.
Do they sell wigs, like Trump hair wigs?
They sell. Hey, take that down. It's fucking horrible. They sell fucking. There's another picture of like me behind like a bunch of Trump things. They sell like visors, like Trump visors that say "Make America Great Again" on it, with the orange hair attached to it.
Okay.
Which is pretty funny. Welcome to Tennessee. What was better, the Trump store or the Hulk Hogan store? Well, I love the Hulk Hogan store in Orlando. They're actually opening up a Hulk Hogan store in... there you go. You see the sign that says no pictures.
Yeah.
But he let me take a picture. That was nice. But they're actually opening up a Hulk Hogan store in Pigeon Forge.
Nice.
Okay, then there was the other thing I spent money on. I forgot.
What's that?
We went to Cooter's Garage.
Okay.
Remember the Dukes of Hazzard?
Yeah. Cooter. Yeah, I think
Cooter.
he died this week.
Did he really?
Yes. I'm not even kidding. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
wow.
Cooter died this week. While you were gone, you killed him.
I killed him apparently because we went to his garage. They have like a fucking Dukes of Hazzard Cooter museum there, dude. And I got the General Lee parked outside and stuff, and another one inside the store, and they got all kind of shit that you could look at that was, from the show, but then they got a souvenir part too. So then, of course, I had to buy a Cooter's Garage fucking magnet. Then I had to buy a Cooter's Garage T-shirt, and then I had to walking out of there spend another $50.
Yeah, he died on the 26th, it looks like.
Oh wow.
You killed him, Seth.
Well, I look at it this way. I mean, at least I paid homage by going to the. Wow, look at that.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I
That
just
sucks.
saw this.
I literally was just there.
Dead.
There's a picture of me standing in front of the or behind the General Lee.
That's pretty sweet. For a racist.
Yeah. And then, of course, I realized that on the back of my Cooter's Garage shirt, there's a big old fucking rebel flag on it, man.
So you won't be wearing that out.
Between my Trump shirt and my Cooter shirt, I don't know when I'm going to get jumped first.
Yeah, that doesn't sound too safe for our part of the world.
Yeah, no. Did you guys see the fountain jump? I did see that. I did see the reenactment. It was pretty good.
Pulling up the General Lee now with you in it. Are you next to it? Present, share. There we go. General Lee and you.
See?
Is that the real General Lee or is it just
I have no fucking idea, dude. All I know is 900 degrees. I'm standing out there, and I think I was yelling at my wife at the point, just take a fucking picture. I don't care what it looks like. Just go. Let's go.
It's funny.
And then she walked down. In that plaza, too, there was another Trump store. And the Hulk Hogan store that they're about to open up.
Right.
You know why? Because Hulk Hogan is the greatest wrestler of all time, unlike what you think.
You can be wrong if you want. It's fine.
You don't see stores of other wrestlers, do you?
Not looking for him.
See? So all in all, it was a fun time. And then on our way back, we went to another Buc-ee's on the way back. And of course, I walk out of there spending another like $60. I think it was $78 because my wife saw, I got to get this T-shirt, and I was like, we got to get my daughter something else, and then we got to get. They have grapes there that are really, really good, and so I had to buy a bunch of grapes.
Okay.
And then it's just stupid shit, dude. I bought fudge. I bought chocolate chip cookies. Everything I should not be buying, I fucking walk out of there with.
Now, will you look? Forget the health concern about that shit. Will you actually eat it?
Probably not. No, my daughter.
So why did you buy fudge?
I'll
if
give it
you're
to my
not gonna
daughter.
eat
My
it?
daughter will have it.
All right. Well, at least that's reasonable. That's not cookware that's never going to get used.
You have no idea whether it's going to get used or not.
I am 1,000% sure it's not going to get used. Unless I bet you that it won't get used, it will not get used. There's no way. You will not use it.
I'm going to take pictures of me using the cookware.
You will not use that shit. No chance. What are you going to make in it?
I don't know. I know how to make stuff. It's not like I've never cooked before.
But you don't cook. That's the point.
Jake just sent me a message. Last time I was in Tennessee, there was a mass shooting. Guys started carjacking people and shooting them in the face.
Oh,
and now I go down and Cooter dies.
See? I look at it as success for you. At least you didn't get shot in the face.
No jerky. They have a wall of jerky, Chris, at
Nice.
Buc-ee's.
A wall.
A wall of all different flavors of jerky, and I did not get any this time. I did the last time.
Nice. Well, other
Somebody
than
said-
spending money like a drunken idiot, sounds like a fun trip.
It was. I mean, it really was. Hotel was like super nice. Had a nice pool and everything. And I don't know why my wife would call me when she knows I'm on the show.
Must be the day.
How about we take a break and we'll come right back?
That works.
All right. You got it, please?
I'll do it. Yep, no problem. Hang tight, everybody. We will be back in a second right here on the Seth Williams Show.
Seth Williams loves this land, stands tall and proud. Believes in freedom, speaks his mind out loud. Mentored by Triv, he learned to be tough. Life knocked him down, but he got back up. Lost a leg, but he's still strong and true. Chasing dreams under skies of red, white, and blue. Voting for Trump, he shouts it clear. WTAM tried to bring him down, but he's still here. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air. Hates LeBron James, won't wear that crown. Prefers hard work and blue jeans in this town. Radio waves try to shut him up, but Seth keeps singing, filling that cup. From the small town streets to the mountain high, Seth sees the flag waving, reaching for the sky. He keeps on fighting with a rebel yell, for every fallen soldier and the stories they tell. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air. Town streets to the mountain high, Seth sees the flag waving, reaching for the sky. He keeps on fighting with a rebel yell, for every fallen soldier and the stories they tell. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air.